right, grand. I always do that. Grand rising, grand rising. Um, I greet you in love and respect and peace. The the divinity, the divinity in me, it recognizes the divinity in you. You are divine. I'm divine. We are divine. So welcome. um, I I felt like messed up because I don't have nothing on my head. So I felt, I don't know, I kind of never do this without something on my head. But with that being said, I could do anything, right? And I also want to acknowledge the mystic and master astrologist, my sister, for inspiring the lighting and stuff, because it's like everything is like totally different from the way. See, that's why I never really recorded stuff, like recorded like those things like after meditation stuff, because it was always like, I don't know, after I meditate I feel good, like right now, like I just, like I feel so good, and then I do my affirmations and all of that. So y'all always like, why is he always smiling and laughing, and that, that's why. And so so I don't know, so but it fills me up and makes me happy and brings me joy. So I'm just telling you how that's how. And then I try to meditate on positive, obviously on positive things. So I try to do that. So with I guess everything is cancel culture. Cancel culture. And so I was driving in the car, and I was listening to the radio. And so, so as I'm driving, I'm trying to think, I'm like, okay, and everything that I'm hearing and that I'm listening to is like, it directs us as like this monolith, and that's what is limiting humanity, the monolithic, the fact that that everybody is not the same, and everybody is not going to be the same, and then only certain parts of the culture are considered important, because in that particular culture or whatever, right? The only things, in other words, money has replaced art and heart and passion and all that stuff, and all of the things. And think about it, all of the things that contain that kind of thing, that passion and all that kind of stuff, has traditionally been removed out of school. Now, see, what they used to do is they used to get all the students in there, blah 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 blah, have them do this, that, and the other thing, and then that's how a lot of art was stolen or whatever. The same thing with music and movies and all that kind of stuff. So we know, that all of that is like a very relevant part of culture. But if you remove it by cancel culturing and all of that, and then just think. So I'm listening to this radio. I'm back. Let me go back. So I'm listening to this radio, and once again, the whole thing, everything had to be the same. And if you're not the same, then all of a sudden you're some kind of I guess, you're a coon, or or whatever, right? Because you're not falling in line with what all of the other people in your race are falling in line with. All right. So for all of y'all who don't know, basically, and that's basically saying, well, he ain't with us, so he ain't like, or, and so now even the thing of he's they not like us and all that kind of stuff. In actuality, because now I'm speaking as a no, that's not the word I want to use. The word you keep throwing in my head. But the bottom line is that they want you to think and react a certain way. And so that's why I always talk about repetition and conditioning and all of that. But that's what they do. So they repetition us and condition us so that we believe that we're only one way, or just like people who don't know about certain things is the wisdom and the knowledge and all of that. So people don't always, and there's stuff coming into my head right now. That's fine. I seem like I'm stuttering or I'm like not, but I'm getting a download exactly right now because I can feel it. And it's like, look, so the cancel culture is it on the continuum of things. It's against the spirit. And people, if we consider it like in our society or whatever, it's success if you overcome all of the obstacles, because the person that's doing the art, all they want is love. That's all they want. They just want people to love what they did, because that came out of what is being fed into them, and that's exactly what's being fed into them. So when you think about it, you have to look at it from the standpoint of all these things are being continuously fed into them, repetitiously and continuously. So that's why we have to, as spiritual people, we have to be able to express what it is so that they can get on a path, so that they can be successful in life, because the paths that most things are taking them down is not a path that's going to make them successful in the way that this guy has formulated the world. So unless we reformulate it using this guy, and once again, you're fully human, you're fully spirit, those two come together, you exist, and you do exist. And not only do you exist, but you exist on many levels. But one of the most important ways that you exist is the universal oneness. Because we take that for granted. And so, in fact, even bullying and things like that, bullying, what is it the result of? It's the result of hate and not accepting someone for who they are and what they are. Because that's all everybody wants. They just want to be loved. And when my broken clock moment, even when I was at, and it was even talking about, and then it started thinking about relationships, because everybody is looking for this magical, mystical, poof, marriage or whatever, and all of that kind of stuff. And people don't even have the basics down of their spiritual development. So instead of teaching your children this crazy system. What you need to do is teach them how to be spiritual. Put them on a path to spirituality first. And I'm not talking about religion. And see, that's where the little nuances and the rubber really meets the road. See, there's nuances in this stuff. And so that's why this guy don't want you to be smart. But the creation, and I know the creation dictates and predicts because of its simplicity and also because of its complexity. So once again, it's balance. And you can look and all of the simplicity is so beautiful. And then all of the complexity shows you that there's some type of intelligence and some type of thought, and it ain't artificial. And it ain't artificial. It is not artificial. And so because no. Think about it. There has to be there has to be natural intelligence before there could be artificial intelligence. You know, you got to have pancake syrup. You got to have maple syrup before you can have, you know, dollar store, you know, brand syrup. And I'm going to say, now hold on, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with dollar store syrup, because I done ate it many a day when I was hungry, right? So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is that on that balance continuum and stuff like that, and you understand that there is one that is better than the other, and that, or for your being, one is better than the other, but you also got to understand the collective and why that other opposing point of view exists. But if you shut all the opposing point of views down, then you'll never grow. See, it's the, you know, once again, it's the Joe Frazier made Muhammad Ali great. You know, and because he gave him, you know, the balance has to be there. And it really should be a universal law. It's a universal law of balance. That's what yin yang is about. And if there's no balance, and I usually don't talk like stuff like this, but that's even, no matter what you do, there has to be, and people have to respect your balance as well as you respect theirs. So understand and understand and overstand and surround yourself with the knowledge and the wisdom that you need, and stop talking negatively about other people. See, because the system that they have put in place kind of says that you gotta put somebody else down or make somebody else feel bad or whatever, you know. And there was a segment on this radio program, you know, there was you know, I listened, there's like a section on hate. There's anything negative that picks up on the culture, they blow it up. There's a donkey other day. There's I guess I'm telling what the show is or whatever. But there's haters. There's my haters and da 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 da, and who you wanna dog out today. And I've heard all of these segments on radio. But I never hear a segment on this person did something great, let's celebrate them today. Except for birthdays, but that's normal stuff. Everybody was born. At least I think. Some of these folks may be really alien, reptilian type dudes. I shouldn't have said those words. You gotta be careful even on the words you say on this social media stuff. That's what I'm saying. The whole cancel culture and all of that stuff, all it is control mechanisms to keep you from your true thoughts and your true being. And your true, so the wisdom and the knowledge, and first of all, get knowledge. That's why I keep telling y'all, the universe is look how complex the universe is. And, just like last night was the full moon. Okay, so last night was the full moon. I'm like, what do y'all, but, and then we just came, it's like portals, all kind of stuff are opening, but if you don't realize it, and these are spiritual things that people can plot, and they know it is knowledge. It's not conspiracy. It's not hocus pocus. It ain't none of that stuff. Why would you not? If you have an element of something, and so we go back into what the, and I keep, that's why I keep on bouncing stuff. But anyway, so I want to finish telling on my sister, because all the lights and stuff, and I am light, and you are light. As long as you're in the world, you are the light of the world. But she made me turn these lights on, and it's like, it's messing with me. It really is. I don't know why, but it's messing with me. Not in a negative way, but it's like, it's got. Should have put the heebie-jeebies on me. But I'm telling you, stop being negative towards people. Because whatever remember, the law of attraction, the energy that you put out is going to be the energy that you get back. So put love out. Stop mean mugging. We mean mug each other. We walk by, hey, what's up, and just telling somebody hello, how you doing, and you ain't gotta talk to them for an hour or nothing like that. Just say hi or smile at them or something like that. We hate each other. They got us hating each other. We online. They got men and women, young people are fighting each other, and then I started thinking, because I was like, why am I adding fuel to this fire? Why am I talking about this or doing anything about this? Because this is crazy. The thing that I should be doing is I should be saying, look, young people, this is where we messed up. This is where we did good. This is what could get you through. And that's once again, and it rolls back full circle into the elders and the ancestors. You are not going to tell me that spiritually your blood and because your blood is those people. No matter if you want it to be or not, if your blood is, you don't get a chance to do that. And I'm not doing that as like no sky daddy or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the divine energy The divine energy created all of that. Right? So, and then the other thing that is like, so did you, I can't even, did you curse me? Or you breaking curses? Or you doing all this stuff? You know, because when I was, because that's why I joked about even with my sister with the light. It's, oh Lord, she don't put the heebie-jeebies on me. Ain't the heebie-jeebies can't get on me. You know why? Because I got a good relationship with this guy. And I shouldn't say God. I should say with this spirit. But I'm just doing that because that's the way y'all perceive and y'all understand stuff. Because of your indoctrination. You understand what I'm saying? So because of your indoctrination, you get to, you know, you don't get the full thing. You get the watered down version. You get the dollar store syrup. You don't get the maple syrup. And it's because of your energy. If you're putting out energy, this young brother told me, and I said, and he was talking, and I said, look, I said, he was talking about his wife. And I said, brother, I said, you can't. I said, brother, don't never, I said, ever, 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 never dog or disrespect that woman. I said, she's letting you do what you need to do and blah, 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 blah. I said, the only thing that you should do, and then last night, see, all of this stuff be adding up. And I was just like, if you're hitting something and you got a dream and you got a vision and you keep hitting that dream and keep hitting that vision, right? And you keep doing it within your passion, within what you're passionate about, it's gonna manifest. And sometimes you ain't, and I told him because he just had that I was like, look, man, you gonna, you know, all your stuff is gonna manifest, but you ain't really dreaming big enough. You need to dream bigger. You need to vision bigger. You need to, you know, there's some other stuff out there that you got that's like, but if we hadn't talked, I couldn't have encouraged him like that, and I couldn't have felt his energy, and he couldn't have felt mine. And we were, and at that point, what happened? We was kindred. And just that encouragement might have made him. And this is another thing that I went through my whole life oblivious to this. Like, people are like noticing you. Because, you know, because I've been, and this is another thing, like, I've been a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated since I was 19 years old. So I've always, that's why I love the purple, y'all. Plus, purple is very soothing to me. The whole thing is that I've been around people and circumstances and things like have always been that way for me all of my life. So to me, that stuff is normal or whatever. And it changes your perspective, and it gives you a little bit different perspective. But is it, once again, is it good or bad, or who is to judge? But people who stand outside and don't know will judge and condemn and all of those things, judge and condemn, and have no idea about what's going on or what type of people. Because they look at the outer facade and they're not really looking in, and then they're not really understanding. Because when you tell somebody you're different or you're crazy or you're da 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 da, that is dismissive. It's dismissive, and you don't want to be dismissed, so why would you dismiss them? You know, this is come on, y'all. This is basic school, basic kindergarten stuff that y'all still ain't got right. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand? You got to stop canceling people because it's dismissive. You got to stop hating on people because it's dismissive. There are reasons that you could honestly hate someone. Not saying that that's not possible. It is, but at least there should be a reason, a legitimate reason, a factual reason, not just because you just look at somebody and dismiss them. Oh, one of the biggest dismissive things is, oh, he crazy. We dismiss like Kanye West. We dismiss that brother. Instead of, now he's on drugs. Oh, he on drugs. Dismiss. But and then even the death of his mother and all of that kind of stuff, that was a very traumatic experience, and I'm guilty too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here trying to say I'm holy or anything like that. But it's dismissive, and those are the times when the village and the temple. Because what's in temples? That's still my question. What's in temples? In fact, what are temples? And what should be going on in temples? And why is that important to your existence? And we're not monolithic. Everybody's path is unique. Everybody's path is different. And one of the worst things you can ever do is compare yourself to somebody else, unless it's so that you can make yourself, through your hard work, better. Other than that, probably shouldn't do it. Probably shouldn't do it. But stop comparing yourself, because you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Right now, you are exactly where you're supposed to be on your journey. Travel well. I love y'all. And remember, greet each other. Hey, what's up? You ain't gotta even touch each other. I know the germ thing, the whole, they got a new strain of COVID or whatever. If that takes you out, bye. But and y'all ain't gonna go. Y'all don't get that one. Anyway, so greet each other, smile, celebrate, have fun, enjoy life, love, laugh, be enjoy, all of those good things, everything, have it. Live life for the experiences. If you're doing anything, start it. Just start doing it. If it's your passion, be passionate. Just be passionate. And I'm telling you, you're going to be all right. And then do them affirmations. Look yourself in the mirror. Judson Brinkley Powell the third, I love you, and then say your name and say I love you. Say your name and then say I love you. Say your name.